y'all, this is half of me, Katie P. I am down 148 pounds in 2 years. I'm here to share my story with the world. I keep running into people, meeting people out at shops, and we get on the subject of weight loss, and they ask me how I lost this much weight in this amount of time. So 2 years for me, I think is pretty quick to lose 148 pounds. Some people think that's forever. If they're thinking about starting a weight loss journey, 2 years to lose a lot of weight sounds like forever, but you're gonna pass the time anyway. So why not try to work on yourself and live a healthier life and do it in a sustainable way? I took Ozempic. I did have the opportunity to take it, and it helped me learn new eating habits. That is a big part of my success. I have been off of that for 6 months now. So I did take Ozempic from March of 2022 till October of 2023. Let me back up. Originally, when I saw the scale in March of 2022 at my OBGYN, I was almost 300 pounds, 284 pounds, and I said, I've got to do something. I have to change something. So I decided then I was going to have bariatric weight loss surgery. My plan was to have some sort of bariatric surgery. I made an appointment to meet with a bariatric surgeon in May, was the first available, so I had to wait a couple months. Didn't do anything to lose weight between March and May except take Ozempic. I had the opportunity to start that in March, so I did. My primary care started me on that. And I didn't weigh every day. I didn't eat differently. I didn't work out. I just took the shot. It was a weekly injection. It's very controversial in the news. It's a semaglutide medication to treat diabetes. I did not have diabetes, but I started on the medicine for weight loss, and it worked really well for me, and it helped suppress my appetite so that I could eat less. So I went and met with the bariatric surgeon in May, and she said that I was a good candidate for the surgery. And she asked me, well, how have you lost 30 pounds in the last 2 months? What? I've lost 30 pounds in 2 months? I had no idea. So I had gone from 284 to roughly 254 in 2 months just from taking Ozempic. Once I realized that, I started, changing things. After I met with the bariatric surgeon, we decided that I was going to have a vertical sleeve gastrectomy, VSG surgery, and we planned on maybe August or September of 2022 for me to have the surgery. It takes some time to get approved. I mean, she approved me, but to meet all the requirements, you have to go to a dietitian. You have to meet with a dietitian twice, psychologist, a blood doctor of some sort to make sure you're not going to get issues with blood clotting from the surgery. There's a lot of steps that you have to check off in order to have a bariatric surgery. So it takes some time to get to that point. So I was going to have a VSG in August or September, and so I started talking to the nurse at the bariatric surgery office in May, and she told me some rules that bariatric patients have to follow. You can't drink out of a straw. You can't drink anything carbonated, soda or alcohol. They don't want you drinking alcohol at all, really. You have to watch your portions. You can't eat a whole lot at one time. Your stomach is going to be shrunk down. Mine was going to be a VSG, which makes your stomach the size of a banana. So there's different surgeries, bariatric surgeries. There's gastric bypass, there's VSG, there's all of these different ones, okay? So the bariatric surgeon told me that she was hoping I would get to about 180 pounds with the surgery, which sounded great because I was 250 at the time. So, and you lose weight very quickly when you have bariatric surgery because you can't eat. Your stomach is, a lot smaller. You can't keep down very much food at very long time. So I was going to do that. And then because of the Ozempic, I kept losing weight on my own with the Ozempic and changing my habits. So part of the bariatric surgery requirements, like I mentioned, was meeting with a dietitian. So I did that in June. I met with a dietitian June of 2022. She worked with me on my BMR, my TDEE, all of these different weird acronyms about weight loss things that I never heard of. You can go on Google and search BMR and TDEE calculators, and you can look up what your resting calories should be, and then how many calories you're supposed to consume based on your activity level, based on your height, your weight, your gender. All of these things are contributing factors to how many calories you should be consuming every day. She worked with me. She set me on 1,200 calories a day, which is low. I'm 5'3" for reference, so I'm short. She set me on 100 or more grams of protein per day and 100 or less carbs per day. It's not a no carb, it's a low carb diet. You should try a protein shake that help you meet your protein goals every day, and you can replace a meal with it. So I started off replacing breakfast with a protein shake. I tried the Ensure, wasn't crazy about it, it was okay. So then I went out and tried all the shakes. I tried all the ready-made, ready-to-drink, pre-made shakes that I could find to see what I liked. Tried all the powders, tried them with different milks, tried them with the Fairlife milk, which is the lactose-free, higher protein milk. Then I found the Fairlife Nutrition Plan shakes. They're pre-made, ready to drink. They are super yummy. They taste really good. When I first started my weight loss journey, they had vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, salted caramel flavors. I could find pretty much any flavor at Sam's Club. Now, because of the supply and demand issues, I can only find them in chocolate. So that's what I drink. I love the Fairlife shakes. I drink the chocolate ones. And I make other things with them, which I'll get into later, like protein pudding and protein ice cream, so that I can still have sweet desserts or sweet breakfasts and not feel deprived, because I like sweets. I have a major sweet tooth. 150 calories, 30 grams of protein, low carb, low sugar. So they're good to fit into my macros. So I started off putting them in my coffee every day as creamer, because I was drinking coffee every day at the time, and I was using full sugar creamer, like the Starbucks white mocha whatever creamer that has a lot of calories. So I started off just replacing my creamer with the shake, and that was okay. And then I read, or somebody told me, I think the dietitian said, well, you really should limit your caffeine too, because caffeine leads to more cravings. So I said, okay, I'll just stop coffee altogether. So I stopped coffee. I was drinking Diet Coke, stopped that because you can't have any carbonated fizzy drinks when you're going to have bariatric surgery. Stopped coffee. I stopped the Diet Coke. I was pretty much just drinking water and protein shakes. Then I started walking. So walking at the park. I tried to walk a mile every day. I had knee pain. My left knee hurt all the time because I was overweight. I was considered morbidly obese at this point. My BMI when I started was 50. I wore a knee brace to help with the knee pain, and I would walk a mile at the park, and that took me probably 30 minutes to walk a mile at the park. And so I worked my way up to walking faster and to walking further as I lost some weight and I started feeling better and able to move more. By the time I was supposed to have surgery, by the end of summer, August 2022, I had lost 70 pounds. And I was like, I don't think I need to have the bariatric surgery. I think I can cancel the surgery and just keep doing what I'm doing, keep taking the Ozempic, keep walking, keep going to the gym. I had joined a gym in June or July of that year, started lifting weights. I said, if I just keep doing this, I should be able to keep losing weight. I was tracking my food religiously in MyFitnessPal. I use the free version. I don't pay for a premium version. So canceled the surgery, just kept doing what I was doing, kept losing weight. I started in a size 22 jeans and kept going down in jeans, which is awesome. And you can buy thrift store clothes. You can I shopped a lot of thrift stores. Maurice's is a great shop. They have Fit Freedom jeans program. So you can purchase jeans and return them, exchange them for a different size within a year from your purchase date. So I did that a few times throughout my journey. I would purchase jeans at Maurice's. They say to keep your receipt, but I didn't always keep my receipt, and they'd still exchange them for me. So I did that probably 6 times throughout my 2-year journey that I exchanged jeans. Then you don't have to spend 30, 40, 50 bucks every time you need a new pair of jeans size. So that was nice. And I linked that too on my website, so you can look at their website and look at the program and the rules if they have a Maurice's in your area. It's dedication. You got to stick to it. So that's the key. It's not perfection. You don't have to be perfect every day. I obviously was not perfect every day. I had slip-ups too. Everybody does. You're normal. You're human. Just get back on track. If you have a slip-up day, the next day's a new day. Get back on track. Start over. Consistency is what is key here, not perfection. And dedication. I was very dedicated to logging my food, tracking my calories religiously in MyFitnessPal. I never skipped a day. I am at 620-day streak or some number now. I don't even know, but over 600 days that I've been logging in MyFitnessPal consecutively. And I don't plan to stop because that keeps me accountable. I know what I'm putting in every day, calories in versus calories out. My husband has been the biggest supporter of this whole thing. So from the beginning, in April, I think, March or April of 2022, I told him, hey, I want to get serious. I want to lose the weight. I'm going to have surgery. He was on board. He was fine with me having the surgery, supportive. He said, let's do it. He wanted to lose weight too. He needed to lose some weight. He has since lost 60 pounds, so he's done really well too. And he said, let's throw away all this food that we don't need to be eating. So we threw away 2 trash bags full of processed foods, chips, cookies, cereal, Pop-Tarts, mac and cheese, whatever you can think of, candy. We had it in our closet, in our pantry. So we threw all that away. The kids, we have 2 kids. They were like, what are you doing? You're throwing away all our good stuff. So we said, we're going to do this as a family. We're going to get healthy. We're going to, eat better and feel better. And that was a huge help for me, is having his support and having the whole family do this together, not just me by myself. Decided that we were going to eat better. We started buying more fresh produce, veggies, fruits, lean meats, stopped purchasing and making so many processed foods, the boxed meals, the hamburger helpers and mac and cheese and that kind of stuff that are in the aisles. So we started, cutting the carbs down, not making garlic cheese bread with every dinner like we used to do. So you don't have to do everything at once. Like, we were pretty drastic with the way we did this, but you don't have to do that. You can just say, okay, I'm going to stop soda, or I'm going to switch from real soda to diet soda, or I'm going to switch from sugary creamer in my coffee to a sugar-free or no creamer. So small steps, make big results, lead to big results. You can do small changes and that will lead to results. It's a habit. If you do things the same every day, I read a quote that said, like, what you're not changing, you're choosing. And I really believe in that. If you're not changing what you're doing every day, you're choosing to do that every day. So if you go to McDonald's drive-through, sorry McDonald's, I'm going to hate on you, and you get a Big Mac and a large fry every day for lunch, that you're choosing to do that. Okay? You're not changing it, you're choosing it. I say make good choices, because every day you have a whole day's worth of decisions to make. What are you going to have for breakfast? What are you going to have for lunch? What are you going to drink all day? I drink water all day and protein shakes. I don't drink soda anymore. I don't even like soda anymore. After I stopped my Diet Coke, I was a Diet Coke drinker. About 3 months later, after stopping, I tried one, and I can't even drink it anymore. It tastes like chemicals to me. Your taste will change. It might be hard at first, but you will grow accustomed to the new lifestyle. That's what this is. This is a lifestyle. This is not a diet. This is not a fad. You have to stick to it forever. You can't quit, and you just have to have that mindset that you're going to change permanent, decisions. You're going to make this decision permanent. Because if you don't, if you go back to the way you were eating and drinking and, not being active, then you're just going to gain weight back. You could lose 50, 60, 70 pounds, but then you could gain it back. And that's what I was on. Before this, I was on a roller coaster. I was gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight. And that's a lot of people, I think, have that in their life. And it's hard, and people of different ages, people with different hormones, people have, I would say talk to your doctor before you start anything like this. I am not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. I'm just speaking from personal experience of what I've done and trying to help inspire and motivate others. So you can do it. I mean, if you set your mind to it, believe you can do it. I could do it. You can do it. I have 2 kids. I have a 14-year-old son, Christian, and I have a 12-year-old daughter, Alyssa. They're awesome human beings, and they've dealt with us throwing everything away and stopping fast food, and they've been great. We still go out to eat, don't get me wrong, but we don't go to McDonald's or Taco Bell. We'll go to a sit-down restaurant and get a better meal that I can fit into my macros and my calories. And I'll get into more what I eat when we go out to eat later in other videos. Trying to live this life in a sustainable way. You don't want to deprive yourself. It's not a restrictive diet. You want to be able to do it forever. It's a lifestyle. I started going to the gym and I started taking group fitness classes, and I found that I really enjoy group fitness classes. So my advice to you would be find what you like to do. If you're physically able to walk, run, jog, walking's great. I like walking. I jog a little. I don't run. I'm not a runner. But if you are, more power to you. And just get outside, outside in the nature, in the outdoors. It's great. It's good for your mind, body, and soul. I really believe in walking. It's really good for you. It's a low impact cardio. If you can walk fast, I walk pretty fast. My kids and my husband say I walk really fast, but I'm just, I guess you'd call it power walker. I don't jog. I don't really run. I just power walk. I started off walking 1 mile a day. And now I'm up to between 2 and 3. When I go for my walks, it's usually between 35 to 50 minutes, depending on how much time I have, 2 miles to 3 miles. And then I also go to the gym and I take group fitness classes. I really enjoy those. I go to the YMCA, which is great because you can go to any of them in the area, or I can in my area. So it's nice to have the flexibility to be able to go to different parts of our city and the outlying county areas, and they have Les Mills classes, body pump, body combat. They have aquasize for the indoor pool, aquatone. There's cycling, which I've just started doing, and I really enjoy cycling. There is Zumba, which is a Latin dancing, which is really fun. I enjoy that. They also have yoga and Pilates. I mean, they have tons of classes. And you should be able to find something that works within your schedule because they try and offer morning, afternoon, evening options. So just find what you love to do and enjoy it. That's the thing. You don't want to feel like you have to work out, that it's, torturing yourself, that it's something that you're making yourself do, like a punishment for eating. That's not it. You're working out because you're physically able to, if you're physically able to, and it's good for you. It's good for your body. I never worked out before, as an adult. I just didn't. And now that I do, I'm so much happier. Like, it's a stress reliever. I believe in that, like the endorphins and all that. It really helps. You have work, you have kids, you have your household chores, you have all of these things that you have to do all the time. And then if you take time to prioritize yourself and work out, or even just walk, you will start to feel better because you have time to think, you de-stress. It's just good for you to take time to prioritize yourself. And I had to learn that because, I was just always taking care of the kids. And if you have little kids, you can take them with you. If you can put them in a stroller, you can take them on walks with you. It's good for them as well as it is for you. Try and find ways to make it a family event. It doesn't have to just be you. Hopefully, if you have a significant other, they can support you and, you can get healthier together. Like I said, my husband, He's lost 60 pounds. He looks great. I've lost 148. I win. Haha. But, we just did it together. And that support, we've been married 15 years. I love him to death. He is my rock. He's everything. And we went and got remarried last October in Vegas. Elvis renewed our wedding vows, and that was awesome. So we were just celebrating everything that we've been through in our, marriage and our weight loss success and just everything. And it was really a great trip and really fun. I have many more videos that I'm planning to share with you guys because I run into people everywhere and they ask me how did you do this? So I feel like I need to share my story. But make yourself a priority. Make yourself, it makes you feel so good. I think just walking or doing an exercise, or even if you just have to do it at home, you can go on YouTube and you can search up exercise videos for free. You don't have to join a gym. You can, just do what you can do. Whatever you can do to move, it'll help you be in a calorie deficit. So we'll get into that next. I'm not going to go into that today, but that's the key, is calorie deficit. And the Ozempic is what helped me suppress my appetite so that I could be in a calorie deficit. So that's another thing. Talk to your doctor if you are trying to lose weight and you just can't. Your doctor could help. There's weight loss meds out there, not just the Ozempic. There's Wegovy, there's Mounjaro, there's a whole bunch. There's bariatric surgery is an option. I mean, there are tools, there are resources out there. You don't have to feel like you're doing this alone because it's daunting. Losing weight, I never thought I could do it and be this size again. I'm smaller size now than I was in high school, which is just crazy. So I was like a size 9 or 10 in high school, and now I'm a size 8. It's nuts. And I feel so much better. My knee pain is gone. Remember I mentioned I had knee pain in the beginning when I started walking. I don't have that anymore. And my doctor said, if you lose the weight, you probably won't have the knee pain anymore. Yep, she was right. Really serious about this, you can do it. You can reach out to me and ask me for any advice or support you need. I'm here to help. I want to inspire and motivate as many people as I can. I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so let's just go out there and let's make good choices every day. Try and eat your fruits, eat your veggies, eat lean protein. BMR, you can look that up on Google. You can look up your TDEE on Google. These are tools that you can use to see, well, how many calories am I needing to eat every day? 1,200 for me seemed really low. I'm short, 5'3", but that's what my dietitian put me on. Most people, I think, would be more comfortable around 1,500. It depends on your height and your weight and your age. There's a lot of factors that go into this, okay? But you can look up a BMR and you can look up a TDEE and try and get an idea of where to start. So your BMR is how many calories you burn every day just resting, just doing nothing. If you just sit all day and do nothing, that's how many calories you would burn. And your TDEE includes activity. So if you're very active, if you're not very active, moderately active, you have to input that in the calculator and it'll tell you you should eat this many calories to maintain your weight, this many calories to lose, this many to gain. So it kind of gives you an idea of 3 tiers, and then you can adjust if you need to based on that. So that's just high level. I'll get into it more later, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. Again, this is just from my experience. When I started this, I knew nothing about weight loss. I just threw myself into it. And as I've gone over the last 2 years, I've learned a lot. So I just feel like if I can help somebody, I'm going to try and help you. I'm just sharing my story and I hope you like it. I hope I didn't bore anybody. And I will share more videos as I go and make good choices. Thank you.